And welcome, guys, back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing really well today. Hope you guys are doing really well. So I've come on early. I'm just watching the last 10 minutes of this Man United Arsenal game. So watch along with me, guys. Watch along with me. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's doing good. You've had a good week. I'm just watching the last 10 minutes now, Reese. We're watching the last 10 minutes. We'll all watch along together. John, my man, how are you? How are you? Good? You good? I've got the game on, Reese. Let's watch it together, mate. Let's all watch this last 10 minutes together, yeah? I thought I'd come on a little early. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I thought I'd come on a little early, 10 minutes early. Let's go for it, yeah? So, Arsenal, eh? Who keeps bigging Arsenal up? That's what I want to know. Who keeps bigging this team up? I've said it. There's not a lot of quality in this Arsenal side. It's been quality-wise, it's been a pretty poor game. But the goals have been decent. I'll give you that. But quality-wise, this game has been, pretty poor. Considering it's Arsenal versus Man United, you go back to Arsenal versus Man United for the years and years and years before, and the quality between the two sides were amazing. It's nothing like that now. Obviously, the quality is not as great. Cross in there, and that's headed out by Matic. Is it? Yeah, Fred's dog shit, ain't he? Let's face it. Fred has been awful, but he still gets a pen and assist. Yeah, well, he's had 2 assists. I mean, he got Arsenal's goal assist as well, didn't he? For fouling his own goalkeeper. But Fred's not Brazilian. I want to see his passport. I don't believe Fred's Brazilian at all. Tell speed of fire. I like who's the right back playing today? Dallo, is it? Yeah, Dallo. I think he's been all right. Harry doesn't get more games in front of AWB. I don't know. I'm Bissaka's dog turd. How the hell does Dallo not get more games in front of him? He looks quite decent. This game's been a weird match, ain't it? What did everyone think about the first goal? About the Smith Rowe goal? Do you think he was? Yeah. I mean, it should have counted. It was a goal. There was no foul, was there? Arsenal didn't do anything wrong. You got to play to the whistle. Even you learn that as a child. Play to the whistle, and United just stopped. There was no foul. I mean, it was Fred fouled De Gea. I mean, he kicked him in the back of the heel. So yeah, total goal. Nothing about that. Bit of a comedy goal. So I'm saying the quality's not been exceptional. The Ronaldo goal and the Odegaard goal were good goals, but yeah, the quality hasn't been exceptional in this game, I'll have to say. How is everyone though? Hope you, John, Reese, hope you're good. Man, you know you beating Arsenal 3-2 says more about how bad Man you are. They're not. They're both teams are not in very good form, are they? But Arsenal got gassed up, St. Rotten, didn't they? This Arsenal team got massively gassed up. Arsenal fans are my favourite fans in the world because I've never seen a fan base build up their team more than Arsenal do. It's hilarious. Everyone's world class, apparently. Arteta's going to be better than Klopp. Yeah, that's what they say. And there's apparently proof that he's going to be better than Klopp. I don't know where this proof is. He's Pep Guardiola's assistant. He's the cone boy. Man United in here? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Lingard taking it down the left-hand side into the box. And then it was a cross-come shot, easy for the goalkeeper. Poor again. That's what I'm saying about the quality. It's been poor all game, really. Arsenal here. Oh, Bamiyang. Martinelli, sorry. Surely was, yeah. Poor again. Just every build-up just stops. The quality's been, apart from the Odegaard and Ronaldo goal, the quality ain't been great. Hasn't been great. The Bruno Fernandes goal, I thought Ramsdale should have done a lot better, but he doesn't move his feet. He's the most overrated goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life. I don't get why Ramsdale's rated. He makes the easy save look spectacular. Man's dog shite. Don't get it. Bang average. John, Arsenal fans are smoking that funny shit. Might help you relax, but makes you talk some bullshit, yeah. The old Rastafarian cigarettes. That's what they're definitely smoking. It's just they're not. I remember when the Arsenal Liverpool game was coming on that week, and Arsenal TV did AFTV did a combined 11. They had Ramsdale in front of Alisson and Gabriel and Ben White in front of Matip and Van Dijk, because they said they've been better this season. So I don't know what country or world these people live in. They make other Arsenal fans. I feel sorry for other Arsenal fans who are not like this, because they make the whole fan base look stupid. AFTV is a great channel, and the business they've done and what they've done over in AFTV is out of this world. They're the biggest. Oh, hey, chance for Arsenal. Oh, Saka pulled it wide. Good block by Fred. But no, AFTV, they're what they've done. They're the biggest YouTube football channel in the world. And we've got a problem here. Fan on the pitch. Fan on the pitch. It's all kicking off. What the hell? How pathetic. How pathetic. These fans that come on pitches and start, what are they doing? Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. This is terrible. Take it away. Hopefully he never goes to a football game again in his life. If you can't act like an adult, mate, you can't, I'm afraid you get banged up. Go away. Never go to a football game again. What a prick. Don't, Jamie. Please, just I am so sorry, John. Enjoy your beer, my man. Man United on the break. That's Sancho. He's got more green here than B&Q's back garden. Oh, God. Awful quality again. Awful quality again. Look at this. Sancho gets in from his own half. He's running into more green than B&Q's back garden. He's going. And then a nice little pass, and Fernandes, just gets blocked and broken down. Absolute shite. Quality's awful. Ronaldo, he's been decent today. I'll give him his dues. The man's 36, almost 37 years old. He's got 2 goals. His first goal was excellent. Can't take that away from him. His penalty was fantastic. He's contributed really well today, Ronaldo. You got to give the man his dues when he's played well, and he's played well today. I think he's just gone off for Anthony Martial. The ref's telling him to piss off because he's just standing there like a knob. Just standing there. 20. United with a short corner. Just trying to keep it now. No need to throw it in the box. They're 3-2 up. Play till the end of the game now. Keep ball session, mate. Arsenal run around. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Ronaldo's legged. Oh, we've got a camera of Ronaldo running through the tunnel. Why? I don't know. Why we needed that shot, I have no idea. But we got it in the way. Nuts. And a foul on Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay makes me laugh. Everyone's got a friend who's like this. And Scott McTominay's like, everyone's got a friend who's like this, who thinks they're proper hard. They're proper hard. Everyone, he thinks he's proper hard. He gives it all. He's got all the mouth. But he gets knocked out by the smallest man in the room. That's Scott McTominay. What a pussy he is. God. Gives it the large, but you just know a 5'1" man would knock him out. And the rat goes off. Bruno Fernandes, and Van der Beek comes on. Just slowing the game down. John Moore, is Sancho overrated or just played for a really bad team? I think he just plays for a really bad team, mate. They don't know how to play with him. Watch Ralph Rangnick, though. He's going to come in and I think Sancho, he'll get the best out of Sancho. The way he wants to play, the gegenpressing, it'll suit his style. Ronaldo would be the one I'm worried about. I don't know how much Ronaldo will play under in this pressing role, because there can't be a single passenger if you're going to do gegenpressing. Everyone has to do it. So I'm not sure how much of a role Ronaldo will play under Rangnick, but we'll see. But Man United seeing this game out. We're into injury time. 5 minutes added on. Arteta's hair has not moved for the whole 90 minutes. Completely stuck on in place with double-sided tape. Alex Tavares, useless. God, there is some crap players on this pitch. A lot of them play for Arsenal, to be fair. El Neni is still playing Premier League football. What's that about? You're telling me Arsenal will get fourth when you're playing El Nene in a game. Watch him score now. Picked him up. Quite a young team, Arsenal. They've got some young players, but these young players are shit. So it don't really matter. That's all I hear from Arsenal. Oh, we've got young players. We've got a young team. We're going to be something in a few years' time once this team gets together. That's all good if your young players are good. Apart from Smith Rowe and Saka, Odegaard's all right. Apart from that, everyone else is jank. John says, I think he could be overrated, mate. He couldn't even get in the England team for the Euro. He's got to have something wrong there. I think it's just because with the England team, with Southgate wants to play a certain style in a certain way, and he trusts certain players to play that way for him, and I don't think he trusts Sancho to play that way. I think you might think Sancho's a bit of a luxury player. Arsenal got, Man United defend well, and then Martial draws the foul. I think he's just he's a luxury player. That's how Gareth Southgate sees him. What I saw, it's hard to go on his his career in Germany with Dortmund because of the German tax. You've got to have Bundesliga tax because, we see a lot of problems over there. But it's what I've seen of him. He's got quality. He's got pace. He's got skill. He's got an eye for goal. And he's got a good final ball. It's just if we can get the best out of him at Man United. I think Man United need a lot more players than people think, especially seeing this game. Their fullbacks, they need better fullbacks. Maguire's actually had a good game today, to be fair to Maguire. He's actually done well today. He's had a decent game. Yeah, he ain't been bad, Maguire. Give him his dues. Varane, if he's ever fit again, obviously he's a great centre-half. He's been a great centre-half. Yeah, United fans are giving it. They're giving it the Arsenal here. Look at this. Yeah, you're shit. You're 10th in the league, and you're giving it to Arsenal. What are you doing? Grow up. Men in their 30s and 40s. I'm all for banter, but Jesus. You're 10th in the league, guys. Probably not now after this win, but Arsenal, again, playing a team of big name status, in a big time game, and look like they're coming undone again. So I don't know where all this Arsenal confidence comes from, guys. Someone's going to have to tell me. I really don't know. Arsenal are just, they're not. I think their league position's a little false as well. Personally, I think their league position's a little false. Leicester and Spurs and Everton are not the teams they should be, especially Spurs and Leicester. Spurs and Leicester were a bit more informed and started the season really well. Arsenal wouldn't be anywhere near in the league where they are at the moment. They'd be around the 6th, 7th spot. 7th, 8th spot where they finished last season. So I don't think Arsenal have improved as much as they go on about. But this would be a massive result for Carrick. Probably his last game as in charge of Man United. He looks like he's going to play 3, win 2, 1-2, draw 1. I mean, that ain't a bad result considering the draw was against Chelsea. But a difficult run of fixtures. But yeah, it looks like this game, like we're coming into the 95th minute now, and this looks like it's over. As I say, Arteta's hair is still not moved. It's raining, it's windy, and that stuff is still there, stuck down by double-sided tape and a shit ton of hairspray. That hair ain't real. Arteta's hair ain't real. John, do you reckon Arteta's hair is real? Because I don't. Man United with a throw in here. Arsenal break it up, looking to play the counter-attack. But they're slow as shit and it's full time. So that's Man United 3, Arsenal 2, guys, to end this midweek of football. And Michael Carrick getting a massive hug there from Bruno Fernandes. Almost tongued him by the looks of it. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, Michael Carrick's probably going to bed with Bruno Fernandes tonight. There you go. So yeah, that was a game of very poor quality. Obviously, the two best bits of quality in the whole game were Ronaldo and Odegaard's goals. Apart from that, the game was terrible. It's just two poor sides going at it. And Arsenal, all this bigging up all week. Since Monday, all I've heard is Arsenal, we're going to give it United, we're going to give it United. They said it about Liverpool. We're going to go to Anfield and turn up and see what happens. And they've turned up and they're absolute trash yet again. There's Ragnak, big smile on his face. Some bald-looking mean fella. Probably owes him a score. So yeah, guys, that game's ended 3-2. Guys, I've come on early. Let's get this started now into our normal show, guys. I'll be right back. Good evening, guys. Welcome back. So, guys, that was the midweek football, guys. I hope everyone's really well. I hope everyone's doing good. So here's the scores: Newcastle 1, Norwich 1, Leeds 1, Palace 0. That was Tuesday. Wednesday, Southampton 2, Leicester 2, Watford 1, Chelsea 2. West Ham 1, Brighton 1, Wolves 0, Burnley 0, Villa 1, Man City 2, Everton 1, Liverpool 4, and tonight Spurs 2, Brentford 0, Manchester United 3, Arsenal 2. That is how your midweek games have finished this week, guys. So we're going to get talking about that real soon. There was some terrible games this week, namely Tuesday's games. Newcastle, Norwich and Leeds Palace were completely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful bore fests. Newcastle are in massive trouble, guys. Massive trouble. They got their game on Saturday is against Burnley. Burnley on Saturday. Newcastle don't win that. They're then going into 4 games against Liverpool, City, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and Leicester in the next 4 games. They're going to get relegated. In the league table, guys, Chelsea top 33, City second 32, Liverpool third 31. Liverpool's goal difference is plus 31, 10 more than City and 4 more than Chelsea. And Newcastle are rock bottom of the league on 7 points. Watford in 17th on 13 points. There's already a gap. Newcastle are bang in trouble. And January for them probably can't come quick enough. They're going to have to go and buy players real quick. Terrible, absolutely terrible from Newcastle. They've been awful, guys, absolutely awful. And the thing with Newcastle, as I say, Burnley on Saturday for Newcastle is huge, absolutely massive. If Newcastle do not win that game, they need to win. A draw is not good enough. They need 3 points because the games they got coming up, wow, they do have the hardest running at Christmas I think I've ever seen for a team. You know, down at the bottom of the league. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Leicester, all in a row. It's not good for Newcastle. And to be fair, if they don't beat Burnley, can you see them getting any points in this month? If they do not beat Burnley, are they going to get any points this month? Because if they don't, you know, Norwich are picking up points now. And Norwich are looking dead and gone. They're picking up points now. It's going to be a crazy one. Let's get to some of the talking points, shall we? Go. Everyone is well. Right, guys, let's talk about some of these games. So let's go to the main one, guys. We all want to talk about Liverpool smashing Everton. So this Everton coming into this game in poor form, real poor form, really struggling, and not looking impressive, not looking good. Rafa Benitez completely hated at Everton. The fans don't want him. The owner wants to stick by him. You know, also Rafa looks like he's lost his mojo a little bit. Let's be fair. Rafa does look like he's lost his mojo a tad, and you know, can he come back from this? Time's going to tell. But he's had no money to spend at the same time. Rafa Benitez. He spent 1.9 million this summer, I believe. Got some free transfers in, spent 1.9 million. It's not good enough for him. Hi, Sammy. Good to see Arsenal still rubbish. Yeah, Sammy. We just did the last. Sammy, you missed us. We did the last 15 minutes just now. I came on 15 minutes early and did a watch along for the last 15 minutes. It was a bit fun. But yeah, Arsenal, they're not in a good place. Not in a good place at all at this moment in time. Neither Everton, as we're talking about now. Everton, they're struggling. As I say, they spent 1.3 million in the summer and got some free transfers in. But, you know, because they spent so much the previous seasons on absolute tripe, rubbish, crap players, they had to be careful financial fair play. So Rafa couldn't spend any money this summer. So they spent 1.9 million or whatever they could afford on sales. So they had no money. So it's a bit hard for Rafa. He's coming to the Everton job with players he don't want. And let's face it, players that are not very good there. There's some players there that are not very good. And, you know, and he's struggling. They got injuries, and the injuries to all their best players at this moment. Obviously, Decore came back yesterday. He's a big thing for them. But he's lost a lot of good players. And coming into this Liverpool game against a rampant Liverpool was always going to be a massive struggle for him. Yeah, bro, I didn't know you were live. Ah, you're all right, fella. You're all right. Don't worry about that. Make sure you hit the bell, Sammy. Hit the bell. You hit the bell, then it notify you when I go live. But yeah, Rafa just Liverpool, and they met a Liverpool team just in the best form at the moment. The attacking quality Liverpool possess at this moment in time is frightening, absolutely frightening. Salah is in a league of his own at the moment. The man's immense. Diogo Jota is just looking like what a buy he was. What a player Diogo Jota is. He's looking fantastic. His goal was superb. And Mane didn't have the best of games yesterday, but I mean, he's having a good season. And then when Bobby comes back from injury, that foursome there up front is a Saint that's as good in Europe as anywhere, as in anywhere at this moment in time. I think Liverpool scored more goals than any team in the top 5 main divisions at this moment in time. I think they're 2 in front of Bayern Munich. So at the top 5 divisions in Europe, Liverpool got the most goals. And they're just going from strength to strength. They score 3 goals in nearly every single game. And the way Everton, I was surprised the way Everton played. Really surprised. I didn't. Your game, Jamie. He's watching Madrid and City Villa game, but the goals in your game were all mad. Yeah, they were mad. They were mad. I was surprised the way Everton played. To be honest, Sammy, Everton played. I thought Everton would play a more containing, keep us at arm's length, defensive sort of game. Keep us at arm's length the whole match, keep us out of the box, keep them away for their goal as much as they can. But they came to play. They actually, played 4-4-2 pretty much. Pretty much played 4-4-2 and had a go. And because of that, it was the first 20 minutes was so easy. I mean, the first 3 minutes we could have been 2-0 up quite easy. And then first 3 minutes, very easy, could be 2-0 up in the first 3 minutes. Pickford actually pulled off a very good save. It was Mo Salah at close range. Picked off. That was a very good save. There was a chance for Salah when it got crossed over to him in the box. And for some reason, he went with his foot instead of his head. If he just went with his head, he would have scored. And that was like the first minute of the game. Yeah, we just battered them. And then the first goal eventually came. And it was, it's just Mo Salah is just, he's on fire at the moment. But Jordan Henderson, wow. Jordan Henderson put in an amazing performance. And so did Robbo at left back. Robbo at left back was fantastic. So it was Robbo's assist down the left-hand side. He played a nice pass with Mane. Mane played him in, got to the byline, pulled it back, just outside the box. And Jordan Henderson came onto the ball with his weak left foot and just set the ball past the post, bending back in. It's a beautiful finish. It was a world-class goal. And and that got us started. That was in the 9th minute. We were flying. Hearing Robbo's, but Robbo was awesome. Absolutely awesome yesterday. He was awesome in the last game as well. Reece is out there. What a W. Yeah, that was, mate. I was saying the Man United game. That was it was a good win for you guys. And Carrick's done well. 3 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, and that was against Chelsea. You can't argue. And I just look. Obviously, I'm not a man. I don't like Man United, as you would know. But I'll give them their dues. They were good today. No, they was good today. But Arsenal, geez. Part of me is glad Arsenal lost because Arsenal picked themselves up so much. It's unreal. So I'm sort of glad Arsenal lost. But yeah, and then Liverpool's second goal came from Mo Salah. Ball through by Henderson on the right-hand side, cutting in. Pickford's position in goal weren't the greatest, and Mo just curled into the corner. It was a lovely finish. Everton got back into the game. We sort of stopped playing after 20 minutes. Everton got back in the game. Through some good football from Everton. You have to give them their dues. And then Demarai Gray finished off a lovely move. And it was a good goal by Demarai Gray. You have to give him his credit. And hang on, breaking news. Yeah. Wow. Michael Carrick will leave his position immediately. Reece, did you see that? Breaking news. See if I can go back a bit. So I've still got Prime on here. But yeah, breaking news. Michael Carrick will leave his position immediately. So I don't know if that means from the club altogether, Reece. I don't know if that means he's leaving as the assist. He won't be staying on as an assistant. But apparently he's leaving his position immediately. So Rangnick will take training tomorrow morning by the look of it. So you're right back in there, guys. Right back in there. But going back to this Liverpool Everton game, so Salah makes it. And then, it's 2-1. Demarai Gray, got to give him his credit. Good goal. Well worked move by Everton. Liverpool got a bit slack. Started to get really sloppy. I think we found it too easy, and sometimes when we find it too easy, we get a bit slack. And then in the second half, didn't take too long. An unfortunate mistake by Seamus Coleman on the halfway line. Mo Salah anticipating the mistake, gets the ball. There's no catching Mo Salah when he's in that position. And it's a lovely finish into the corner of goal, although there weren't a lot of power on it. And, Pickford may have done better, but it was still great play and a great goal. And here's that breaking news again. Michael Carrick to leave Manchester United immediately. So he's leaving now. So what they say, Reese. Don't know if you've seen it, mate. Michael Carrick to leave Manchester United immediately. So that tells me he's not even staying on as a coach, guys. Ragnick's bringing his own team in. So that's the end of Michael Carrick at Man United. Wow. Don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Reese, let me know what you think about that, mate. And then at 3-1, the game's pretty much done. And then taking most of the control of the game now. Everton have sort of lost their way. The Everton fans are starting to get a bit rolled up and leaving. The Everton fans giving a lot of abuse to Benitez and the board, and it's understandable. It's understandable. And then the fourth goal for Liverpool comes from Diogo Jota with a beautiful touch, absolute beautiful touch, and gets past I can't remember who the defender was now. Gets past the defender quite easily. So it was a lovely bit of skill, and then hits it in with his left foot. Yeah, Michael Carrick to leave Man United is all that's coming up. Michael Carrick to leave Man United. Carrick resigned, did he? Ah, okay. Carrick resigned, says Reese. Okay, I haven't got the volume on my telly. I've got it on mute so I could talk to you guys. Otherwise, so I can't hear it. Is that what they're saying? He's resigned. Fair enough. So he doesn't even... I wonder if that means that Ragnick he's already spoke to him and he said he's not going to be part of his coaching staff. Because the rumours were that he was going to keep on the coaching staff to help him through this 6-month period. So that's a surprise. That's a bit of a surprise if he's resigned. I mean, Carrick's done himself well there in 3 games. Might be looking at maybe he wants to be a manager, go off and do his badges maybe if he hasn't done them already, and look for a job. But yeah, guys, that was Liverpool Everton 4-1. Everton got smashed off the park. They're in massive trouble. Liverpool go from strength to strength. I think it's 43 goals or 40 goals. Was it 43 goals Liverpool have scored now in the league? More than any team in the top 5 leagues in Europe. I think only Bayern Munich are 2 behind. It's an incredible stat. Salah has got 19 goals in 20 games. Something ridiculous like that. He's on for Salah's on for breaking his records. The way he's going at the moment, I think someone estimated that he can get 35 goals and 21 assists, which will break Thierry Henry's assist record. It'll also break his own goal scoring record in his first season. He's just breaking records all the time. The man's on fire. I don't see him slowing down either. We're only in December. I mean, I think he's got 13 league goals at this moment in time. It wouldn't put me past him by the end of December that he's almost got 20 goals. By the end of December, I wouldn't be surprised. You guys believe Everton a lot, bro. We do. Here's a stat for you. Liverpool have won more games at Goodison Park than Everton have in Liverpool-Everton derbies. So in the Liverpool and Everton Merseyside derby, Liverpool have actually won more games at Goodison Park than Everton have. Salah is a walking, talking statistic. He's just in a different world at this moment in time. And the 7th in the Ballon d'Or was a complete joke. He's not the 7th best player in the world, is he? I mean, it's just the Ballon d'Or is crap anyway. I can't stand the Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is just a popularity contest. It's like the Oscars. No, the person who wins the Oscar is not usually the best actor in any of the films. He just, they want to give it to that person because he's popular and fame. Like they just do it. And so, singing contest, the best singer don't always win. It's who you're popular. And it's the same with a Ballon d'Or. Messi won it because he's Messi at the end of the day. And who else they going to give it to? They weren't never going to give it to Lewandowski. I don't think Lewandowski would have won it last year, even if they did do the ceremony. If they did do it, I don't think he would have won. He would probably still give it to Messi. Yeah, the Ballon d'Or is bollocks to me. I don't understand individual awards in a team sport. Football is a team sport. How can you get individual awards? Makes no sense to me. Yeah, you can have your man of the match, and your player of the year and all that, because you do that sort of thing. But things like the Ballon d'Or, the best player, you can only be the best player in the world if you're playing for a fantastic team. You're not going to be voted the best player in the world if you're playing for Dartford FC, are you? At the end of the day, you've got to play for the best team in the world to be considered the best player in the world. It's just a popular. I just don't understand individual awards in a team game because the player wouldn't be what they are if it weren't for the team. At the end of the day, so that's how I look at it. I don't think the Ballon d'Or is a joke. As fans, we all know the best players are in the world at the time, but yeah, it's just a joke. Jamie Jury did the Arsenal United game for Amazon in UK, bro. I was assuming we had another commentary on my feed. Yeah, we had Jury and Ali McCoist. Fantastic. What I will say about Amazon Prime Video for the football, it's better than BT and Sky Sports. Some of you might not know, but anyone else here, Amazon, the football on Amazon Prime, the production value is better than BT and Sky Sports by a country mile. So Liverpool going from a game just getting better and better as the season goes on. I know people are worried about the AFCON. I was happy Jury, one commentator. Yeah, he's the best commentator and best football commentator around, Peter Jury, by a mile. Michael Carrick's having an interview now. I've got it on mute, so obviously can't hear it, guys. But Michael Carrick to leave Manchester United following the conclusion of his spell as caretaker manager. Yeah, so he's just leaving. Apparently, Reece said he's retiring. He's resigning from Manchester United, looking to move on maybe. But yeah, Carrick's left Man United. Well, he's left on a high, ain't he? Good for him. What was I saying, guys? What was I saying before I got interrupted? Can't remember what I was saying. Sammy, what was I saying? What was I talking about? I know I spoke about the Ballon d'Or. How it's a massive pile of cack. But yeah, Liverpool are doing. I think I was talking about Liverpool. They're going from strength to strength, and I know people are worried about the AFCON, but what we're hearing now is that Mane, Salah, and Keita will only miss 2 league games because the way they go set up. Before they were going to leave 2 weeks before. Now I think they're leaving 10 days before or something like that. So it works out they're only going to miss 2 league games, and there's 2 FA Cup games. They wouldn't have played in that anyway. And then there's the winter break, 2-week winter break. And I think the semi-final final are during our winter break. So, they'll be back after that, and it's not too much to worry about. But that's if the competition happens, because apparently the Athletic are saying today that Premier League clubs have wrote to FIFA to ask for the suspension of the African Cup of Nations because of the new COVID variant, Omicron or whatever it's called, that's out there. So they're worried because that started apparently in South Africa and is spreading around the African nations. that they're worried about because all the countries around Europe, especially, have restricted movements across the countries and and travel bans. There's a lot of travel bans in place in a lot of European countries. So it's going to be actually quite difficult for these players to actually get over to these countries, into Africa at the moment. And with this variant coming out and not a lot knowing about it at the moment, apparently the Athletic have said that a lot of Premier League clubs have written to FIFA asking for the suspension and delay on the African Cup of Nations till next year. And it makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. Sammy, Jota, Bobby and Origi need to be fit when they go. Yeah, I mean, they should be all right. So news of training today is that Naby Keita and Joe Gomez trained today. Wonder Kid, Harvey Elliott, was he was doing individual training, but it's outdoors. So I don't think he's going to be far. Probably see him in January. And Bobby Firmino apparently is back in training next week, Klopp said. So after the weekend, Bobby Firmino should be back in training. So he might be back in a couple of weeks. So he's all back in time. Hopefully Jota stays fit. Origi should be all right. Them three for two games. I think one of them's Brentford and one of them's Crystal Palace. I think they're the two games, Brentford and Crystal Palace. For them two games, we should be actually fine. Jota and Bobby should be able to hold down quite well against them two teams, and Origi, to be fair. For them two games, and we should, we won't be at our potent best. We should still get points out of them games and carry on our good run. It's going to be a tight season. These top three teams, there's already a 7-point gap between third and fourth. It's crazy. It's already a 7-point gap. We're only in 13 games of the season, 14 games of the season. And there's a 7-point gap between third and fourth place already. It's only going to get bigger and bigger. The top three teams in this league are too good. Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea are just possibly the three best teams in Europe as well. They're not only the three best teams in England. You could argue that they're the three best teams in Europe as well. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but they're doing well. And long may it continue. It's going to be an excellent title. It's going to be an excellent title fight. There's going to be loads of twists and turns. I don't think there's going to be much between it. Definitely a 3-horse title race. I do see Chelsea dropping out of it a little bit, though. I really do. Chelsea, the last couple of games, I don't think have been that impressive at all. And talking to Chelsea, let's have a quick to talk about Chelsea a minute. Our team started to work Chelsea out. This is what I'm trying to figure out now. Our team started to work Chelsea out. You look at Chelsea's last couple of games, last 2 or 3 games. Teams are slowly, I think, trying to work Chelsea out how they play. Chelsea are not. They don't play like Liverpool and Man City. They're completely different to the way Liverpool, Man City play. They're a more defensive, structured side, and they're very well structured. Chelsea. They've got a good defensive stability. They always play 5 at the back, no matter what. They need to come from behind. They still play 5 at the back. But their forward line's not good enough. Their forward line against Manchester United, they had a lot of efforts at goal, but they didn't have a lot of chances. I mean, it looked like Man United got absolutely pebbled by Chelsea. But I don't think they had, as many clear-cut chances. Chelsea didn't have a ton of clear-cut chances, and when they did, they didn't take chances up. And Chelsea, they're not that prolific in front of goal. Most of their goals, 13 of their goals this season, come from defenders. The defenders have been getting them out of a lot of trouble in games. And then, the Watford game, they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. And, Everton, Watford were totally in charge of that game. They were the better team. Chelsea got away with a lot there. Now, it's very sad what happened to that game, obviously. Apparently, a fan at the game had a cardiac arrest or a heart attack or something like that. He was feeling very ill. And they fortunately stabilised him and got him to hospital. And that's really good news. And we all pray that that person's completely fine now and they go have a good bit of health and get well soon. We'll pray for that. But that's it. Sort of because the game got the paused for about half hour. It sort of stopped Watford's momentum because Watford had a lot of momentum and it completely derailed their momentum. And obviously Chelsea with the better players came back out and but Chelsea weren't. They were still poor, and it took a 79th minute winner from Ziyech to get the 2-1 win. So they found a way to win, Chelsea. They did find a way to win. But, Mount coming off the bench had to help them out. They had a lot of, they found a way. They did find a way, and that's what champions do. They find a way to win when they're not playing well. But the last few games, I don't think Chelsea have been at their blistering best. Obviously, they got West Ham weekend, which we'll talk about tomorrow when I do my preview of the weekend's games. But yeah, they're not. I think they might be just getting slightly found out. The way they play Chelsea apparently is play negative. If you play negative against Chelsea, it seems to upset them more if you play attacking. If you play really attacking football against Chelsea and take it to them, apart from Man City, the only team who could do that, they've looked fine. But if you play negative against them, they for some reason struggle. It's a weird one. Man United were negative against them, got a point. Now Watford, they were a bit more structured and played a little bit more positively, and they just lost out. So I don't think Chelsea. I know Chelsea are top of the league and they're going well. They've got an amazing squad, but I think they still need players. Alonso's nowhere near a good enough left back to replace Chilwell. When Reece James is injured, Aspilicueta comes in, you lose a lot from what Reece James gives you. So you lose a lot there. Their forward line, Lukaku is, he's £100 million player, but he's not a £100 million striker, is he? He's a good striker. I never think he's been world class. Never have. There's a lot of strikers who score 20 plus goals in Italy that are not very good. There's been a lot of players in Italy that have scored, and Italians that have scored 20 plus goals in Italy and are not very good footballers. Serie A is not what it used to be 20, 30 years ago. It's not the league. It used to be the league, Italian football, but it's just not anymore. I just don't think Lukaku's got a bit of a flat track bully. His first touch is still a pass. He never turns up for the big games. Timo Werner just looks like he just needs to leave Chelsea. He needs to get out of there, and he's just not. He plays with his head down too much. He's all about pace, and if they take his pace away from him, he's not a threat at all. Timo Werner. He hasn't got a skill set. He's not got a great shot on him. I don't think English football suits him, to be honest. I think he'd be more suited to Italian football, Spanish football, a bit more slower pace, maybe a bit more technical. I just think the Premier League's just not suited to Timo Werner. Sammy agrees. I don't rate Chelsea's attackers. No. I heard United coach the thing with this is the thing with Ragnick coming in. Obviously, he coached RB Leipzig, and that's where Timo Werner and all that. What Man United are going to get now? They're going to get every player that's ever played for Schalke, Mönchengladbach. Sorry, not Mönchengladbach. Hoffenheim, RB Leipzig, Stuttgart. All these teams he's managed in Germany, and players that he's had that are really good players, are going to be linked with Man United now because who the manager is. Further at Man United, I just don't think. I think it'd be the same Werner as you see at Chelsea. I don't think it's him as a player. I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't think he's suited to the English game. He likes a bit more space and time on the ball and use his pace that way. He plays with his head down too much. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think, is a very good player. He's a very good player. He's going to be huge for Chelsea. Ziyech is not impressed. I know he scored yesterday, got the winner, but he has not impressed one bit since he's been at Chelsea. Who else you got over there? Not a lot. And I think that might be their sticking point going forward later in the season. I think they were just, that they might struggle finding goals later in the season as teams try and work Chelsea out a little bit. It looks like you play more negative to Chelsea and you get points. I could see Chelsea dropping points this Christmas, and I could see Liverpool and Man City stepping up their game. I'm going to get a Man City now because it is a question to ask. Are Man City title favourites? And at this moment in time, I would say yes. I would say Manchester City are favourites for to win the league. I would put Man City favourites. Their squad is exceptional. You could take the whole first City 11 out and put another 11 in, and they'd be still extremely competitive and hard to beat. They've just got an exceptional squad. Players like De Bruyne, who look like they've lost a yard, and they're not what they used to be. They're not. It doesn't seem he can keep his fitness. They don't miss him. They don't miss him, and a player like that playing for any other team would be, highly missed. They've just got an exceptional squad, and they're just going to be hard to beat. And they're grinding out wins at the moment. I mean, against Aston Villa, they weren't fantastic yesterday against Villa, but they grind out results. City could have been 3 or 4 up, but Villa got one back, and City were hanging on. Yeah, it was a strange game. They sort of grind results, City at the moment, because they haven't got a goal scorer. Because they got an out-and-out goal scorer, they're not going to be free scoring. Man City, they're not going to be a free scoring Man City because they haven't got a goal scorer. They're going to have trouble in that area at times, and I think that's the only thing that could, as a Liverpool fan, that I'm looking at Man City that might get them unstuck, because at the moment they're winning games by the odd goal here and there. Villa could have easily equalised yesterday, as Sammy says. Villa battered them in the last 15, 20 minutes. They did. Watkins got his goal and they got right back in the game. And you look at it and think, if you did that earlier on, we can't forget Bernardo Silva scored a screaming goal. Let's not get it wrong. He scored a fantastic goal. I'm not going to say anything away. I don't like Bernardo Silva. I think he's a bit of an arsehole. I think he's a bit of a rat. Things in his personal life, all this sort of stuff. I don't think he's the nicest of people. But you can't take away that goal. That goal was outstanding. He's probably the best midfielder in the league this season. I will say that. Bernardo Silva is probably the best. And considering Pep Guardiola was, he was free to letting him go this summer. If someone came in for Bernardo Silva, Pep would have let him go. So considering all that and how well he's playing this season, you've got to give it up to Bernardo Silva. Have to give him up. Him and Jota, 2 best Portuguese players in the league, and you just got to give him his dues. But Man City, they've scored. They've got a goal difference of plus 21, and Liverpool's is plus 31. Now that's a 10 different swing in Liverpool's favour, and that's not like Man City. Man City are usually the ones with the best goal difference in the league all the time. Always got the best goal difference in the league. And I think that's going to show as the weeks go on. Um, but their squad is so big. This is the thing, like Sammy said. City squad's so deep, man. Yeah, they've got a very, very deep squad. Like, as I keep saying, Man City could take their first 11 out and put another 11 in, their second 11 in, and they'd be extremely competitive and hard to beat. They've just got an amazing team, but they've got amazing wealth, so they can afford to make an amazing team. But they're grinding out wins, and I do think a lot of their players are going to get 8 and 10 goals each this season, and that might get them over the line instead of having the main striker up front getting all the goals. So Bernardo Silva will get 8 or 10, Gundogan will get 8 or 10. You know, Mahrez 8, Sterling 8, you know, Jack Grealish 8. They might Foden 8 or 10. They'll pull it around the squad. But, you know, the Premier League season is 38 games. It's a very long, hard season. And by the look of it, between these three teams at the moment, you only need one slip up. And the other team might not slip up. And, you know, we was all looking at Chelsea slipping up. Chelsea slipped up against Man United. They almost slipped up against Watford. And Liverpool and Man City are right there. They're right there to take advantage. And at the moment, Man City and Liverpool are not going away. They're winning every game. For me, Man City and Liverpool look like the best two teams in the league. I think we can all agree with that. Man City and Liverpool do look like the two best teams in the league. Still, it's funny this. I still think City missed a killer up front, especially with the big Euro Champions League nights. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might affect them later in the season. You know, when we get to February and March time, the real, you know, coming up to Easter, the Easter time is when leagues can be won and lost. You can win the league by Easter. You could lose the league by Easter. And that's usually the time. And if City, you know, their problem, if they come unstuck a couple of times around then and the way Liverpool are playing, I think Liverpool will win the league. If City carry on the way they're playing, grinding out results, not a problem. They keep doing it with their huge squad. I think City will win the league. For Chelsea to win the league, I just think they need Liverpool and City to completely step up. I really do. Chelsea started the season brilliantly, but just the last few weeks, I've been looking at them and thinking, you know, they struggle sometimes. And for the money they spent in the squad they got, they sort of still need, they do need a few players still. And if they go out in January and get a new left back and another winger or something like that, because Sal Nunez has not lived up to anything from his, you know. Liverpool fans were moaning that we didn't go in for Sal Nunez from Atletico Madrid in the summer, you know, because, you know, everyone hears of him as being, you know, he's top-notch midfielder, But Atletico Madrid were wanting to let him go. So it should tell you something. And he's gone to Chelsea and he looks terrible. Even Tuchel last night said, I don't know what to do with Sal Nunez. You know, after that performance, I don't know what to do with him. What do you do with him? He just looks a shadow of the player he used to be. And Jamie, you're better than Sal. Yeah, you might be pushing it a little bit there, Sammy. But you know, Liverpool fans moaned we didn't buy him, and I'm glad we didn't buy him. He's trash. You know, yes, he's got a name factor. Yes, he was good once. He don't look the player he used to be, so let's not worry about it. But yeah, Chelsea. I don't know what it is about Chelsea. I just feel like they're not deadly in front of goal. You know, all the efforts they had against Man United, they didn't really create any big chances. And when they did have them big chances, they didn't put it in the back of the net. And you can't keep getting away with that. They got away with it against Watford as well, almost, you know, away. Got away with it there, winning 2-1. Now, if Watford are a bit more clinical, they could have easily won that game themselves. Yeah, I just don't know if Chelsea can keep getting away with this. And Tuchel don't seem to come out of this. You know, he plays this 3-4-3 formation, and you know, he plays this 3-4-3 formation. He plays them two fullbacks as wing backs, and you know, and then he defends with a 5 and the 2 anchors. He doesn't come away from it. Even when he's losing against Man United, he still played that 5 at the back. And that stubbornness might come back to haunt him. I look at Liverpool and Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. Sorry, I don't see. I just don't see Chelsea being able to play the way Liverpool, Man City do. I really don't. I don't see Chelsea being able to play like the goals Liverpool scored yesterday. Do you ever see Chelsea scoring the goals Liverpool scored yesterday? The goals Man City scored yesterday. Do you see Chelsea scoring them goals? Do you see Chelsea playing up? The way Chelsea play, I don't think you can play like that for a whole season and win the league. I really don't. I don't think you can bore yourself to the title. I just think City and Liverpool. The thing is with Chelsea, City and Liverpool are not going away. They're going to keep playing like this. You know, Liverpool are going to keep playing like this. City are going to keep grinding out results. If Liverpool can keep obviously their best players completely fit, Liverpool. If you put all the starting 11s, completely fit players, City's starting 11, Chelsea's best starting 11, Liverpool's best starting 11. For me, Liverpool has the best starting 11 in the league. Alisson's the better goalkeeper. You can talk about Reece James all you like. Trent's the better right back. Robbo's the better left back. No defender is better than Virgil. And then you've got a toss up between all of them and Matip. Midfield, Fabinho is the best defensive midfielder because Kante is not a defensive midfielder. Kante is just a great midfielder who's box to box. He's not a defensive sitter. He's just a tremendous midfielder who's box to box. He's not a defense. Fabinho is a proper defensive midfielder. So he's the best in that role. I'll take him over Rodri. Kante is obviously put in the team. And Thiago is technically better than anyone in Chelsea midfield, I would say. I think he's better than Kovacic, better than Jorginho. And then obviously Man City's midfield is amazing as well. You've got De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. You've got great midfielders. So that's a toss-up. And then up front, I'm having no one in front of Liverpool's forward three. No one gets in front of Mane. No one gets in front of Salah. No one gets in front of Jota for me. Not a bit. Especially Chelsea's front three. Don't get in front of them three. So arguably, you think of it like that. Liverpool have the best 11. And if Liverpool can keep the majority of that 11 fit all season and interchange it with with the squad we do have, with the players we do have in the squad, keep changing that at the right times and keeping them fit, Liverpool go very, very close to winning this title for me. Extremely close. Still no goal for your favourite striker, Kane, Jamie? No. Bloody Harry Kane. Complete waste of time he is. Most overrated footballer in the world. Keep saying it. He's not world class. He's Premier League class. He is not world class. I hate repeating myself, but I'm going to keep saying it till people listen. He's not world class. I don't want to hear it no more. Premier League class, yeah. Great Premier League player. Fantastic. Good international footballer. Yeah, I don't care about international football records. There's players playing for international clubs that have got more goals than Wayne Rooney has for England. And, are they better than certain players? No. International, the teams you play in international football, a lot of them, apart from, the elite teams, a lot of them are trash. So I don't go with international records. Not at all. But no, I ain't got no love for Harry Kane. The position he's in is his own doing, is his own fault. So I don't care for him at all. But yeah, City for me title favourites, then Liverpool, then Chelsea. But this top three, it's going to go right to the wire. There's not going to be much in it. There might be only 5 points in between first and third. But third to fourth place, I reckon there'll be 20 points. I reckon the gap's going to be huge. I reckon it'll be massive. Absolutely massive, guys. So, guys, as I've got here, one sec. So, as I've got here, guys, so I'm trying to get to 125 subs, guys. That's my next target. 125 subscribers. I think I'm on 111 at the moment. And I appreciate all of you for doing that. It's fantastic, and it's picking up nicely. Getting some decent views on my videos. Things ticking along nicely, but I'd love to get to 125 subs before the end of the year, if possible, guys. So, what I'll ask everyone to do for me when you watch this, whenever you watch this, the morning, afternoon, evening, whenever, is please share this video. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, share it everywhere you can, guys. And, give it a like, give it a subscribe, share the love for us. Try and get me to 125 subs. That'd be fantastic. That's my next goal. 125 subs by the end of the year, guys. So, cheers, Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. Cheers, my man. Yeah, retweet, share the actual live video we're on now. Share it out everywhere, guys. Yeah, just spread the word, guys, for me. Spread the word. If there's people who think they'd like my stuff, head them my way. Head them my way. I appreciate all the stuff you give me, guys. But so that's the Thursday night video done, guys, and it's been a good one. And midweek games have been good. I enjoy midweek games. I enjoy this time of year. Coming up to Christmas, this is the best time to be a football fan, especially in England. English football at Christmas, it's as big as the Queen giving the Queen's speech at Christmas. The Queen's speech and football, that's what Christmas is in this country. It's just huge. And, you have so many games, foreign managers and players, when they come to this league, can't believe how much you play over Christmas. Like, why don't you have time off? But I don't want it. I mean, you play a day before Christmas Eve, then you play on Boxing Day, then you've got a game 2 days later after that, then you play on New Year. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So many points to be won over Christmas. Can't wait, guys. So much to look forward to. Because there's so much to look forward to, I'm going to do more videos, get more videos out to you guys, because you deserve it. Always sticking by me, always watching my stuff, subscribing to me, liking my videos. So I'm going to give you more because you deserve more. So look out for a video tomorrow daytime. I'm going to do a preview tomorrow daytime of the weekend football, especially the Liverpool Wolves game. Be doing a preview in the afternoon tomorrow, so look out for that, guys. And then Friday night, tomorrow night, I'm on Statman Stubbs football channel. Steve over there, I'm on his channel tomorrow night doing his weekly quiz. I'm the defending champion, but Doug's on tomorrow, and Rich and Chase. So it should be a good one. Doug's probably going to win it because he gets every question right all the time. But he won't have Google and Siri's help because he's been doing it live tomorrow. So let's watch out for that, Doug? But no, all in fun, guys. All in fun. So come and watch that tomorrow night. So, guys, tomorrow I will be doing a preview video of the weekend football in the afternoon during the day. Friday night, I am on Statman Stubbs football channel. Go over there and watch him, guys. It's a great channel. Go and subscribe to him. I'll be over there Friday night if you want to watch, do the quiz. I will do a Saturday. Got the 3 o'clock kickoff, Liverpool Wolves. And then Sunday I'll be back. Well, Saturday night I'll be on. Guys, because Saturday night I want to do another call-in show. That went really, really well last Saturday. I really enjoyed it. We went a couple of hours. It got good views. Everyone seemed to got good likes. Everyone seemed to really like that last week. So I'll do that again this Saturday, guys. It went down well last week. So on Saturday, look out for that. 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. UK time. I'll be doing a call-in show. Good. We're going for a good couple of hours. Talk about the football that's happened that day. We'll talk about all the football that's happened all week, the midweek games again. Looking forward to the following week, Champions League football. And yeah, we'll do a call in, get you guys on having your say. Looking forward to it, guys. So that's me for the rest of this week, guys. So again, look out for my video tomorrow afternoon. Please like and subscribe, share the video, retweet, and thank you very much, guys, for coming on. And I'll see you very, very